I'm here with Shaun Clark of HighLevel, and he is going to be sharing some amazing secrets with you guys today about HighLevel, how to up your game as a digital marketing agency. And I'm so excited to have him here with us. He is really changing the game in the digital agency space. And if you're live with us here today, can you guys show Shaun a little bit of love? Give us some hearts, give us some likes, give us a wave. Let us know that you are here watching with us today. So Shaun, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we really appreciate you taking the time to do this. I'm super pumped about this. It's going to be awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and why you started HighLevel and a little bit about what you're passionate about?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we started HighLevel honestly to try to help people grow their businesses. And we didn't really know exactly what that meant when we were first getting started, but we were super lucky early on. We met an amazing digital marketing agency and a gentleman by the name of Robin Alex, who owns a digital marketing agency. And he brought us in and he really opened our eyes to this whole amazing world of digital marketers and all of the different challenges that they faced. And I'm kind of a software engineering guy. And so I had an opportunity to kind of understand the problem through the eyes of somebody who actually lived it every day. And he asked us to come in and try to help solve these issues. And, a lot of the issues he was running into were things like, do you have Zapier? And are you trying to string together 6 or 7 different applications to try to help your clients and all this other stuff? And so we already kind of had a little bit of a platform, and then we started to bring in a lot of features that digital marketing agencies needed. And we were able to really help his agency level up. And when he saw what we could do for him, we really started to work with other agencies that he knew. And then we were just lucky enough to kind of roll on from there. So it's been pretty exciting.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Okay, cool. So, guys, if you're watching live with us, can you just give us a little bit of love? Let us know you're here. I was listening to Shaun, and I told him at the beginning, I was like, hey, I've got like 100 people I have to go tag to notify them that we're live right now. And I just can't, it's just too much. I'm getting overwhelmed with the thought.
Yeah, no worries at all. So, if maybe we could just talk a little bit about, where we're at, what HighLevel is, and maybe where we're going to go from here. How's that sound? While you tag people.
Awesome.
So HighLevel is, if you haven't heard of us before, we're 100% marketing agency only. So we only sell to marketing agencies, and it's a really big part of who we are. We also sell the platform 100% white label. So that means if you're a marketing agency, you can actually resell it underneath your own brand name. And we do these two things for some super important reasons. Really, we think it's critical that we're not selling to an end business. We think that marketing agencies are the right way for small business owners to be marketing themselves. They shouldn't try to do it themselves. I don't care what vertical you're in or what niche you've chosen. Those business owners are so busy doing whatever it is that they do every day. Digital marketing agencies are just so critical to those businesses. And that's why we really love working with you. It's an opportunity to work with people whose full-time job it is to help market. And so we really think of ourselves as being in a business of creating the most amazing tools for marketing agencies that are possible, and giving you the ability to take those out to your clients and help them through all of their marketing challenges. And so that's kind of our focus, if you will. So far, we're already working with over 1,200 marketing agencies today, which is pretty amazing if you think about it. We can't wait to meet more marketing agencies and help our marketing agencies really scale up their business and help them really bring out the amount of time that their clients stick around. We've seen some tremendous progress there, really helping the average agency double or triple the amount of time their average client sticks around, and really amazingly increase the results they're getting for their clients. So, one of the big things we ran into early on was, if you're an agency and let's say you're generating leads, have you ever heard that situation where, the end of the month comes up and your client comes to you and says, hey, listen, these leads are really bad. They're terrible. They're not converting. I'm not getting any customers. And as the agency, you look at it and you're like, what are you talking about? These leads are great. They're fantastic. And then when you dig into it, what you find is your clients actually just aren't following up with the leads. Like they're not calling, they're not texting, or if they are, they're calling once and then they just never follow up again. Well, one of the big key things in HighLevel is we're able to automate all of the follow-up from the time that the lead comes in all the way through to when that lead, we actually get a response from that lead. So that could be one follow-up point, or that could be 30 follow-up points. It doesn't matter to us. We automatically will follow up with that lead until they respond. And then once they respond, we'll actually alert your client, and then your client can then follow up from there. So not only do we get to the lead within the first 5 minutes, we also stay with that lead until they actually respond back. And we give your client a really easy way to do either two-way texting, two-way phone calls, we do voicemail drops, we do email, we do Facebook Messenger. We can even do things like postcards if you want to, all multi-channel follow-up, all within the system. So it's a really cool way to automate that lead follow-up if you ever run into that problem with your clients where they just aren't following up like they should.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's why I love it so much, is because it takes a lot of the burden, not just off of me, but off of my clients. Yeah, so like I work with a lot of clients who have it's a one-man show, right? Just them. And they can't keep up.
Absolutely.
That's the first problem that you see, when you're doing lead gen, is it's just lead gen, right? You're not delivering a booked appointment. You're just giving them 100 leads, and then they get overwhelmed and say, whoa, I have to pause next month, right? That's like a really common problem that we have, because they just can't keep up. They're like, oh, well, you sent me 100 or you sent me 300, and I can't handle this anymore, and I need to pause. And no digital marketer ever wants to hear, hey, can I pause next month?
The word pause is not good. That's for sure. And, it's also about changing the game, right? So, lead generation has been kind of the buzzword for a couple of years now. But, at the end of the day, your customers actually don't want leads. I mean, if you've been doing this long enough, you know that when you deliver leads, your customer eventually looks back at you and says, well, wait, what are these, right? Because leads don't pay the bills. So what we've realized is that we're moving away from being in the lead generation business. We're actually going to be in the customer generation business. So the marketing agencies of the future are going to be responsible to generate customers. And that'll be a little different in every industry, right? It could be booked appointments. It could be somebody showing up at the front door. Maybe even in certain circumstances, it could even mean like a fully closed sale. But I think for most agencies, it's going to be something like an appointment booked or an appointment that shows. And really, as a marketer, that's going to be how you need to differentiate yourself next year and in the years to come, because your customers are going to hire you not to generate leads because they don't know what to do with leads. They're going to hire you to generate customers. Now, there's going to be a point where you can't go all the way, like you can't sell, maybe convert or sell. But really, the success point for agencies is going to be turning those leads into appointments or turning those into potential customers. And that's really what HighLevel focuses on. It's like, how can we help you automate that process? So as you generate those leads, you can move them all the way to booked appointments. That's why we have things like a inbuilt calendaring and booking system in the platform, so you can actually convert those leads as they come in.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so awesome. So do you guys want to see like a quick little demo of this software?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I can take you through a spin through here.
Yeah, give us a 1 if you want to see it, and we're probably going to go ahead and do it, but go ahead and give us some post love so that more people can see this interview. So Shaun, do you want to go ahead and share your screen? And then
absolutely, let's do it.
Okay. So
all right. So hopefully you can see my screen now.
Well, I'm trying to do the buttons over here.
There we go. My screen's over here. It might be a little small, but hopefully you can zoom in. So basically, this is HighLevel, and this is a client view. And what's should be really apparent out of the gate is our focus here is on showing clients, listen, here is exactly what we're delivering, not in terms of leads, but in terms of actual opportunities. And an opportunity to us is somebody who is at that point of, booked appointment or coming into the location or converting to a sale. So for example, hey, we delivered 423 opportunities worth $797,000. you close 17% of those. So you're closing $134,000. So we're really coming back to an ROI situation, right? Showing our client, hey, listen, this is how much money we're making you, not here's how many leads we got you, because we know the client doesn't speak that language. They speak the language of the customer and they want to see the ROI. So that's exactly what we're focused on here. Now, with quick dashboard kind of stuff, we've got Facebook lead ad integration, we've got Facebook ads reporting, Google My Business reporting, Yext reporting, all kinds of stuff. But the real thing, when you think about HighLevel, is we're really kind of like the full funnel. So we have all of the different capture steps, nurture steps, and close steps, and I'll kind of walk you through those. So like, how do we capture leads, right? So we can capture leads in all kinds of different ways. So we have a drag and drop form builder in the app, so you could come and literally do drag and drop forms. We actually have a drag and drop survey builder, so you can actually come in and you can do things like create this home buyer survey here, like as you can see, it's sort of like Survey Gizmo style. And we actually have a full-on funnel builder. So if any of you use funnels in your agency, you can come in, you can create funnels. I'm trying not to mess up my own homepage here, but you can drag and drop. You can see exactly how this looks. And then boom, you can have your own funnel, and then you can drive leads through the funnel. So really trying to capture at every step, including Facebook lead ads as well. So we have a direct integration with Facebook lead ads. And then as those leads come in, what we're going to do is we're going to automatically add those to a campaign. So just as an example here, you can see this is a campaign. So a campaign is literally like a series of things that you're going to do out of the gate. So for example, when a new lead comes in, we're going to send them an SMS. We're going to send them an email. We're going to make a phone call. This is really cool. So the way the calls work is we'll actually call the client, your client, and when they pick up the phone, it'll say, hi, you have a new lead from Facebook named Sally Smith. Press any key to connect. And if they hit a key on their phone, we dial out to the lead. And if the lead picks up, we'll join the call together. So now you're forcing your clients to actually make those outbound phone calls that you've always hoped that they would just do on their own. And then if the lead doesn't pick up, we can say, hey, the lead didn't pick up, goodbye. We hang up the phone, and then we immediately proceed to a voicemail drop. Now, all of this is customizable. So we can reach out on all of these different channels. It could be SMS, Facebook Messenger, phone calls, emails, voicemail drops. We even have a power dialer. You can even assign tasks. You can do webhooks. So you can do things like postcards and lumpy mail. So any kind of outbound channel you can imagine, we can facilitate automatically through the campaign. And then at any point, if the client responds, we're going to shut the campaign off, and then we're going to alert the actual end client so that they can continue to do the follow-up and actually bring that person through all the way through to the campaign. So like a really quick example and how this all plays out is it all plays back out here on the conversations page. So the conversations page is literally like your real-time communication. So you can see you can do two-way text, you can do two-way email here, you can do phone calls here, and then any of the conversation that has happened in the past, you can actually see as well. So you can see here on this campaign, we sent a text to this lead, we sent an email to this lead, we called this lead, they didn't pick up, and then before we could do the voicemail drop, they texted back yes. And then they texted back yes to, do you have time to talk today? And then check this out, we sent them our calendar link automatically. They go to the booking widget, they choose a time on the calendar, and then when they choose a time, the form is already filled out. So now your booking rates go way up because they don't have to fill out the calendar again. So it's pretty awesome how this is all integrated into one. So all of the software you're seeing here is HighLevel software. So none of this is third party. It's all included in one platform. And as you can see, it's under the brand name of the agency. So not only do they have their own login page that their clients go to that's all branded for them, we even offer, which is pretty cool, we have an Android app and an iPhone app, but we also have the ability to give you your own white label Android app and your own iPhone app. Now, and so there's a really great way to come in here, brand your agency, white label your agency, and have this awesome software platform to give to all of your clients and resell to all of your clients as an additional revenue source. Am I doing a good job there?
That's
Christine?
Incredible. Yes. So I love that branding on that. The Law Hustle, that looks so cool. And the app is really awesome too. And I hope to be able to offer that to my clients in the near future as well. Um, I know you guys actually help you go through the entire approval process in the app stores, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll give you a lot of tips and help you walk through it. We've done it a lot a lot of times now. It's your own app, so it's all customized to kind of your brand and your agency, and so it's its own custom app. So it's a really cool, fun way to tell your clients, hey, just go to the app store and search whatever name you want it to be, and now they can actually install that app on their phone, and that's a reminder every day that brand is there. And the app is awesome. I mean, it's got two-way text, two-way email, two-way. You can do outbound phone calls through it, and you're not using the cell phone number. You're using the business number. You can manage your opportunities, your contacts, your campaigns, like you name it. Calendaring, it's all in there. So it's very full featured.
Yeah, that's awesome. The other thing that I absolutely love about HighLevel, guys, is that I have used it for my agency to automate the back end of my agency. So like my entire pipeline, every time I onboard a client from when they paid and when they've been a client for 60 days, like that is all automated, guys. It's so powerful. I would have had to have a VA or two in my pocket, right, doing all this stuff for me, or I can just set up HighLevel and it does everything for me automatically and it doesn't mess anything up.
That's true. We try that's the goal, right? I forgot to mention, we also have the full sales pipeline system. So if you're familiar with like a Pipedrive style or a Trello kind of setup, we have the ability to have that all within the app here. So you can take these cards and you can customize all these stages. You can have cards move around from stages automatically. So if somebody books an appointment, let's say, we can move them over from prospect to appointment. You can have it so that if you drag and drop a card to a different stage, you can fire off different triggers. You can even have it so that if somebody sits in a status too long, let's say they're supposed to move on, but they don't, you can actually fire off a bunch of workflow automation triggers relative to them sitting there too long. So there's a lot of cool features around that that's there. We've got full workflow automation that is very customizable. So you can come in and you can say things like, if somebody replies to a campaign, I want to add a tag or send an SMS message. We can even do things like add to Facebook custom audiences, which is super cool, or remove from Facebook custom audiences. We've got inbound and outbound phone call tracking, which is pretty awesome. Full review and reputation management. So we're able to automatically monitor for new reviews for clients, as well as send out review requests and automate the collection of reviews. So if you're in any of the sort of local business niches that are very review sensitive, we can do all of the reputation management that you're used to. So there's a ton of features in the app. And I would say that if you're a marketing agency, we definitely have something for you, just because at this point, that's literally the only people that we sell to. And we're very focused on that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts about your platform, is that honestly, I have never felt more cared about as a business. I've used some other online software platforms before, and I'm not going to name anything, but like you probably know what I'm talking about, where you put in a ticket and then it goes into some black hole thing, and then you might hear back like 2 months later from someone that's a member of the community, but not the actual support team. So you guys have your own Slack channel, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got our own private Facebook group. It's over 2,000 people now, all marketers. So you're just talking to people that are like you. We've got a private Slack channel that's got all of our support team in it. So we're there to answer urgent questions. We even have the way that we determine, how are we gonna get our new ideas. We run an ideas board, which I'm pulling up here, where as a marketer, you can actually come in and say, hey, listen, I want you to do something, right? So you submit the idea or you look it up, because oftentimes somebody else has already submitted it. You vote it up, and this is exactly how we determine what we're going to work on next. But what's awesome is none of these ideas are from lawyers or doctors or lawn care people. They're all from marketing agencies. So you're not competing with a bunch of other people in a bunch of other vocations trying to say what the software should do next. We're only focused on marketing agencies. So it's a pretty cool way to grow the software.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I love your ideas board too. I use it all the time. And the cool thing about the group is you can rally support for your idea. So you can be like, hey guys, check this out. Wouldn't it be awesome if HighLevel could do this? And then you put a link to your idea, and then everyone goes and votes it up. And that's how you guys prioritize what you develop next, right?
Yep, absolutely. That's exactly how we know where we go next. Because we don't really think of ourselves as, we think of ourselves as very much serving the marketing agency community. So, we want to show up every day, hear from you, learn from your expertise and help create a better platform to help you, the very next day with something that today is, a little harder, make it more automatic, make it more scalable, find a way to help ultimately generate you more money as a company.
Right. Yeah, I love that. That's so awesome. And I can say, like, personally, that HighLevel has completely changed the way that I do business and the way that I serve my clients. And now, when they're thinking about maybe not renewing or pausing for a month, well, they lose access to their CRM, right? So
absolutely,
they can't contact any of their past clients. They can't text them. They can't do anything because they're on pause.
Oh yeah.
So
we don't want that, right? We want to find a way to help you as an agency do more for your client every month. So that way, even if, and really this is kind of where we're headed in our next chapter. It's like, well, fine, maybe I've given you too many leads, but there are all kinds of other marketing services that agencies can provide. And some of the things that we have coming up, some of which are launching in December, are, for example, things like Whitelabel agency services, where you're going to be able to go into the platform and let's say your client would want to buy something like SEO or PPC. Well, maybe as an agency, you don't provide that, but that person would pay you for that service if you could provide it. So what we're going to do is do white label fulfillment on the back end for you. So then you can actually go out and sell a PPC contract or an SEO contract. So if they're ever going to say, well, I want to put lead generation on pause, you don't lose that customer in the meantime because you have these additional services that you've been able to sell them.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. So you guys are coming out with that this month?
We are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What else do you have coming up?
Yeah. So some pretty exciting stuff depending on, okay. So we're always moving fast. So the big thing this month is going to be reporting. So we have Google Ads reporting, Facebook Ads reporting. We have a Callrail replacement coming out. So if you're using Callrail or call tracking metrics or something like that, we're coming out with those. The reporting is designed to replace if you're using any kind of like agency analytics or report garden or something like that. We're coming out with white label reports that you can not only show your clients, but also email your clients, trying to find ways to keep you sort of top of mind with your client, show them the things that you're doing for them, show them the ways that you're helping them. We have HIPAA compliance coming out at the end of December as well. We have websites coming out at the end of December. We have this awesome funnel builder now, and we're going to extend it out and let you actually create real websites for your clients. We have a really great new price that we got from our Yext contract. We're selling Yext now at $30 a month, which we're hoping that agencies can then resell for $99 a month. Again, really trying to put a focus on what are other products and services as an agency you can sell that make it easy for you to not only generate additional revenue, but what we're finding is that if you sell your client 1, 2, 3 different services, the likelihood that that person sticks around for years goes way, way, way up. But if you're a small agency, or it could be one person or 3 people, it's hard to just provide everything, right? How do you do that? So we're going to not only bring all of the software tools into the platform, but we're also going to bring all of the services into the platform as well to give you guys like this one-stop shop to grow and scale and make a more profitable agency, tomorrow. So that's really going to be our focus going into the new year.
That's going to be awesome. That sounds so exciting. Oh my gosh, guys.
We think so too.
So I'm going to check the questions real quick. Jessica says their support is incredible.
Thank you.
I agree. And Jessica just signed up recently, so she's very impressed so far.
Nice.
And Angelo says, I'm in. Sarah says, on the dashboard, are you looking to integrate Facebook ad results and cost per result?
Absolutely. So that's a really awesome question. That's exactly what we're talking about. So let me just show you kind of what we have for the moment. So it's not anything exciting, but you can see we've already got the integration with Facebook. So I can show you exactly how many impressions and clicks, and it's very basic, but this is where we're going with our reporting. So if you look at all the other reporting platforms, what you see is hey, this is how many, how many overall clicks or impressions, et cetera, that you get. We'll have all that. But the thing that we'll have that other people won't is our goal is to track back to ROI, right? So what is ROI? It's not clicks, it's not impressions, it's not even conversions. It's back up here, right? It's how many opportunities, how much money, and then what are the conversion rates? That's what matters. So when we release our ad reporting, which is going live this month, our goal is to track it all the way back to this opportunity. So you can say to your client, listen, I know you spent $644.65 this month, but more importantly, you got this amount of return from that ad source all the way down to the customer level. And you'll be able to literally go back down to the customer and say, it was this customer, this customer, this customer, this customer that make up that number. And I think that's how we help agencies stay in there every single month, because now we go back to the customer and they're not risking clicks or impressions or conversions if they decide that they're going to put their account on pause. They're risking real customers, real revenue. And I think that's what's going to make you guys stay in there for years and years and years. And they're never going to think about getting rid of you, because how can they get rid of you if you're literally producing money for them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real. That's so true. Cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm really excited to get that reporting. That's going to be awesome.
Absolutely.
So John says memberships. Can you tell us a little bit about where you guys are at with memberships?
Oh, is this like a membership site kind of thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. So again, we are very community driven. So we are all about the ideas list. So if we go to the ideas list, we have a one just for the funnel builder, and you can see the membership area is number 1. So we're starting on memberships as soon as the websites are done. So I think this will be something that we drop probably in February. So that's definitely going to be part of what we roll out. Absolutely.
Cool. Awesome. That's going to be exciting. That's going to be a total game changer. I mean, funnels were a game changer. Membership sites are going to be like the ultimate game changer.
Well, this is what's so cool about being in this community. I mean, I would have never personally guessed that memberships were so important to this group, but sure enough, they're hugely important. I mean, they're even more important than things I thought would be like, I don't know, things like being able to build a form natively, or, being able to do different type of order bumps and things. Those were not nearly as important as membership. So it's so cool to then be able to get that feedback and know like, okay, let's not proceed down this other route. Let's go after memberships because it's clearly more important.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. I think that's the last missing piece in transitioning all the funnels over into HighLevel.
Good. Well, then see me at the end of February and we'll get it knocked out for you.
I'm actually going to literally see you.
That's
at the
true.
End of
Good
February.
point. You will see me in February. Absolutely. That's right.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. Yamil says, I'm just setting up my account, and so far I'm so impressed, in all caps.
Whoa, thank you. That means so much to the team and me. I'll tell you, we work 7 days a week at this right now. So that it's always good to hear when people appreciate it.
It shows. And then Katie says, best software ever, do it now. Angelo says, will your SEO be per keyword or hourly pricing?
It's going to be a package price. So I can get back to you on the details. My other co-founder, Alex, who is running that ball, because that's actually his experience set. He does a ton of white label now for agencies. So our goal is to kind of create these easy packages, right? Where you can go and know consistently based on one or two variables exactly what you can pay, what you're going to charge your client, what your client can expect, and then what we're going to deliver. So I suspect it'll be like a per month cost up to X keywords or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Angel says, what about having the calendar in different languages like Spanish?
Yes. So yeah, absolutely. So we are when we come across ideas like this, we like to kind of think of them holistically. So in that case, we're really talking about sort of, localizing the app. So we're going to take on localization probably in Q2. And so what that means to us is you should be able to then get the app translated into, the top 15 most popular languages kind of thing across the board. So it would be mobile, it would be the actual backend of the web app. It will be the calendar, all that stuff, probably in early Q2 of next year.
Oh, wow. That's like really exciting. Cool.
Yeah, I think so too. We have a bunch of people who've asked, like people from Germany or people from Spanish speaking countries, right? I mean, I think it'll be huge, but I want to do it right so that, it's not like, oh, the calendar's done, but what about the back end, or what about this, or what about that? We just want to do it all at one time.
Absolutely. That's awesome. That'll be super cool. Okay. Michael says, oh, Popper. Hey, Popper. He says, is HighLevel a funnel builder as well? Yes, HighLevel is a funnel builder. I guess he joined late.
All good. Yeah, absolutely. You can do all of the funnel building that you're doing today in our funnel builder.
Yeah. And he was talking about membership sites are going to be released soon. So you'll have to watch the replay, Michael. Cool. I don't see any other questions at the moment.
Awesome.
And I wanted to share like a super awesome bonus if you guys sign up for HighLevel. Is that cool?
Yeah, please do. We love super awesome bonuses.
Okay, so super awesome bonus number 1. If you guys sign up for HighLevel through my link, it's in the pinned comment. You're going to get my snapshot. That's going to give you a head start on setting up your clients in HighLevel, but you're also going to get my free course. So I've created a video course that has 11 modules, and you're going to get it for free if you sign up through me.
Wow.
And it's going to really help you figure out everything, because
that's amazing.
Like, yeah, so I've had people tell me like, I'm a little overwhelmed, I don't know where to start. That's why I made the course. That way you have your own spirit animal or your own guide to get you through setting up.
Nice. I like that. One free spirit animal.
One free spirit animal. Okay, so I'm looking for more questions. Guys, thank you for watching with us today. Give us some post love. Show Shaun that you love him and support HighLevel. Give him a little bit of love here. Give us some hearts. Don't just smash the thumb. We want the hearts. We want the actual hearts.
We should mention, or I should mention that, we are 100% driven by the community, not just in our development, but also in getting the word out. So once you sign up with HighLevel, you will have access to our awesome affiliate program as well. And it's a great way it really is important. I always mention it, not just because I think it's great for you, but also because it's great it's how people find out about us. It's like, we don't do our own marketing and advertising today. We really are dependent on great, amazing people to share us with other marketing agencies they know. So big thanks to you, by the way, for having me on and being willing to share us with people It's definitely made a big impact. So not only that, but you're also amazing. You help so many people in the community with their questions and their issues. So I just am so thankful that I know you and that you've been so amazing to us.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nice of you to say that. I'm so happy to, because like I said, HighLevel has totally changed my life. I mean, not just my business, but like my life. And I enjoy what I do. I enjoy your software, and I want everyone to know about it. So no problem whatsoever there. And then, everyone's hitting love now. Thank you.
Oh, look at this. See, you got your real hearts. That's excellent.
My real heart.
Nice.
I want Facebook to pick that one for the preview. So, cool. Well, I don't see any other questions, but Shaun, it's been a pleasure.
Likewise.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Anytime.
For spending your very limited time here with us on a Friday afternoon when most people are getting ready for the weekend. Really appreciate you. Really appreciate HighLevel. Can't wait to see everything that you guys come up with. You guys move so fast, and I'm just along for the ride. So really appreciate it again. Thank you.
Of course. All right. Well, bye, everybody. Have a good one.
Bye. Thanks.